Hi children, good morning. Welcome to grade 5 English class. I hope you are all safe in your home. Today our topic is prose. Before enter into the topic, let me show you some pictures. Look at the picture children. Who was she? Yes, her name was Helen Keller. She was the first deaf and blind person to go to college. She proud to the world that deaf and blind people could also learn to communicate and they could lead a successful life. The next picture, who is she? Her name is Sudha Chandran. She is an Indian film and television actress. She lost a leg following a road accident. However, continued dancing and went on to become a famous Bharatanatyam dancer. What will you understand from the previous pictures, children? It is about physically challenged person who achieve in their life. So, today we are going to learn about a little girl who cannot go to school because she is unable to walk. Let's see her dream of going to school and receiving education comes true. It is a village of Ladakh where Chaskit live. It tells many things about life in Ladakh. Beautiful words. Ladakh is a high altitude cold region in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Ladakh is tinily populated. Leh is the largest town there. It was springtime in Ladakh and the apricot trees were in full bloom. Chaskit woke up early that morning. It was a very special day and she was too excited. She eagerly looked out of the window next to her bed. Chaskit's mother making gurgur tea in the kitchen. Today was going to be Chaskit's first day at school. At 9 years, she had waited a long time for this. Her father had taken her to the village lodge and to the doctors for medicine, but no medicine had helped her to walk. At first, Chaski did not realize that she was in any way different from Steuben, her younger brother or her cousin. But soon there were many things she could not do as easily as they could. Her father told her that doesn't matter. You can draw very well. So her father often brought some color pencil for her to motivate her. Chaskit used a fitted wheelchair to move around. Elders call it a wheelchair. Her family members were very excited when her father first brought the wheelchair home. Now I won't have to carry Chaskit everywhere. I can wheel her around, said father with tears of happiness in her eyes. One evening, when Chaskit was sitting outside the house with her grandfather, a young boy came up to her. He carried a letter which he handed over to her grandfather. He said, "The bus driver asked me to give this to you. My name is Abdul," he said to Chaskit. "I study in class 6 at the government school. I have often wondered why you don't come to school." Chaskit said, "I have never been to school because the path to the school is too uneven and pebbly and my wheelchair will get stuck. It would be very difficult for my parents to carry me to school and back every day." Abdul asked Chaskit, "Would you like to come to school?" She replied, "Of course, I want to study like everyone else. I hear my younger brother talk of all the things he does at school. I like to make friends, play games, wear a uniform, and even want to write exams. You may not believe this. Sometimes I dream of carrying a school bag, even eating packed lunch. Her grandfather told, enough. Stop dreaming, Chaskit. You know you cannot go to school. Chaskit softly with tears in her eyes, and her grandfather walked away angrily. She fell and said, I too want to learn to read and do maths. Do you understand? Yes, said Abdul. I will see you later. I must go now. The next day, Abdul went straight to the headmaster's room after assembly. I want to talk to you, sir, about a girl from our village who does not go to school. She is Steuben's sister, Chaskit. Oh, yes, replied the headmaster. I know her. She is unable to walk, isn't it? Yes, she uses a wheelchair to move around, but cannot reach school as the path from her home is too rough and uneven. If we could all get together and level the path and build a small bridge across the stream. Headmaster appreciated Abdul for his thoughtful idea and patted him on the back. What made you think of Chaskit and her problems? He said, last week we read about the fundamental rights of citizens in our civics class, in that all children have a right to education. That includes Chaskit as well, doesn't it? Yes, you are right, Abdul. Let me discuss this with other teachers, replied by headmaster. The next day, the headmaster shared Abdul's idea with all the teachers and asked them what they felt. Impossible, said one of them. How will Chaskit be able to write, play, and go to the toilet like the other children do? That's exactly what we must work out, said the headmaster. I hear that village education committee has helped to build a special toilet for one of their children who cannot walk. We could ask them what they have done. But first we must get Chaskit to school. Then we could think of ways of helping her to things in school. 2 weeks later, all the children gathered outside in the school playground. They came to school without their school bags. The teacher divided the children into groups. One group worked in front of Chaskit's house and another group worked on the path along the stream. A third group with the older children worked hard to help some of their teachers build a strong wooden bridge across the stream. Chaskit's parents provided everyone with hot tea and biscuits. Chaskit's grandfather sat under a tree and watching the busy school children. At the end of the day, the path from Chaskit's home to the school was now ready. The children returned to their homes happily. Now, Chaskit was going to school for the first time in her life. So that's why she was so excited. I hope you all understand the story, children. This is the words in Ladoi language and the meaning in English. Thank you for your kind listening, children. I will catch you in the next topic.